All right, what is going on, people? You know that sound. The Unfiltered Band means, yes, another episode of Unfiltered coming at you right here, right now, episode number 170. This one is life. And thank you, Unfiltered Band, for joining us. You could jump on board on the Unfiltered Revolution. It's easy. A couple ways to do so. Get on the Twitter at Casey Stern. Hop up on the way into the bio. Get on the YouTube channel. Watch, subscribe the videos, get into all the interviews and the questions, and give your own lists and comments and all sorts of things and get involved there. And then, of course, we also know that you equally, first and foremost, where most of you are in the demographic, if you will, can get on board in Apple, Spotify, everywhere you get your podcast for all 170 now episodes of Unfiltered. A little bit of a shorty today on a Monday, but something that I wanted to get into, talking about baseball is life, some parallels, and also a couple of things that are ticking me off in terms of over in the social media sphere, if you will, last couple of days in regards to this sport as we count down to the WBC and to this season. Always, you can count on this from Unfiltered. We are presented by our good friends at BetOnline. BetOnline remains your number one source. All your sports betting needs this season. They've got everything from pro and college basketball, UFC, MMA, and more. You always get the latest odds, the team matchup info, player news, and game trends at BetOnline. Live betting options, free contests, and live scores almost any sport, any game imaginable. BetOnline truly, really is the fastest and easiest way. Bet all your favorite leagues and events. Head over to the website today. Use your mobile device to join. Receive your 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Make sure to use the promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, to receive your rewards. It's betonline.ag. That's betonline.ag, where the game starts as we get started here. And a couple things I want to drop with you on this Monday morning. I've been seeing a lot of people, the season, we've been going through this for years, and I've talked about this, and it drives me bananas because I've heard so many broadcasters on live TV during games getting on the actual game, talking about how it's too slow, talking about how it's not what it used to be. First of all, nothing is what it used to be. Now, look, baseball not perfect, and it's got its own issues in the way the game's been handled and some of the rules and the commissioner and the commissioner's office, and you got plenty of things you can get into. It's not perfect, but nothing is, and nothing's what it used to be. Let me tell you what it used to be, because we're still stuck on this. I got people tweeting me and tweeting around baseball slow. Baseball not fun anymore. We're not even playing. It's spring training, and you got people who want to jump in. No, look, I'm not talking about, paying attention to everybody who, some of these people who and it's okay. They like other sports. They don't like baseball, so they just want to crap on it. But I mean the fact that you got these baseball fans, these lifers that are just curmudgeon, just angry, miserable people, and all they want to do is be angry and miserable about baseball, and I ain't going to let you be angry and miserable about baseball. That's about nothing's like it used to be. And this is just, again, baseball is life. Every single thing and how we treat it's got a parallel to life. Every relationship you ever been in, not how it used to be. Every job you ever got, well, not how it used to be. Right? Every class you ever in, well, this isn't how it used to be. Every friendship you ever had, well, this isn't how it used to be. Every restaurant you walk into, the menu changed. This ain't how it used to be. Gonna tell me a damn thing in your life how it used to be. Let me tell you how it used to be when I used to go to a baseball stadium. It used to be in a baseball stadium, use a number 2 pencil to scratch off who's in the All-Star game, not go ahead and do that to a sushi menu at the first baseline. It used to be that you would sit there and get a payphone to call somebody, meet them there, or maybe beep them in the old time of the pagers and then find a section to meet at. It didn't used to be that you could be FaceTiming your cousin who's 500 miles away while you're sitting there during a pitching change in the stadium in the seats. That's how it used to be. It used to be we played Atari. It used to be you could play games like that piano and FAO Shorts and big, and now you can play games pretty big all the way to small with people all across the world, virtually, realistically, with headsets on or off, any kind of way you can imagine. So you can get a PS5 and find one. That's how it used to be. It's the same thing as life. Everybody, everything how it used to be. We all comparing everything how I used to look. Well, baseball used to look this way, used to be handled that way. Now, look, some of the things, I was never a big shift proponent. Now, I'm not sitting there, and I've gone through this plenty of times, not going to do it again. I never said just because people couldn't figure out how to thwart it that you should just get rid of it. I'm not okay with the fact that we couldn't figure it out necessarily, but aesthetically, doesn't look as good. Aesthetically, this doesn't look as good. Well, we should bring walls in. Let's push walls back. We doctored the ball. Let's pretend we didn't doctor the ball. We have no idea. We're going to study for 2 years. We don't know in our own sport how the ball was changed. Really? They stuck in? An Avenger got in the warehouse and got and changed them all without you knowing? Were the X-Men in there? You couldn't get a video? Everything's got to be about how it used to be, about how things used to look. Wow, now I got a dad bod, but how I used to look, right? I mean, how many of you saying that, right? Well, before I had kids, this is what I used to look, right? Before I had stress, this is how I look, right? Male, this female doesn't matter. This is what we do. We're doing that with the sport now. And it's the same thing we do with everything else where we're just not grateful for what we got. You don't know how many times I met people in life where I sat there and I wish I could have tattooed on their face, hey, realize what we got. Realize what you got. Realize who you are. And they don't listen because they can't see who they are, because they can't be grateful, because people are miserable in this life. Many of them, unfortunately. Right? It's why 97% of the world fake, 3% real. You know why they fake? Let me look you in the eye if you're looking on video. You know why they're fake? You know why many of you who are listening, and God bless you for listening, but it's 97 and 3%. You can't all be in the 3. Know how you fake? Because you're going to put something on right now when you get done listening to this that you think your friend got, and you saw somebody praise them, so you want to wear it, even though you don't even like it. You know why they fake? Because you're going to go be friends with someone and invite them out next week because everybody else in the office thinks they're cool, even though you think they suck. And I can go to a million things in between. But we all jump on any bandwagon we can. If people say baseball's boring, now baseball got to be boring. Baseball too long, now we got to worry about clocks. Now we got to worry about time management. And look, load management. There are all kinds of things that, look, I'm not going to say it perfect. It's not perfect. But when you can still walk into a stadium and that thing has that beauty and that feel, and you hear the calls from the ushers to the seats, to the peanuts and the Cracker Jacks, to the ball, to every sound you got, the organ, you close your eyes and you feel that thing in your veins. And that is how people should be experiencing baseball every day. And that is how you should experience your life every damn day. I got people in my life I met. I got people in your life you met who don't understand, and you try and you push and you say, look, hey, look in the mirror. Look who you are. I don't care about this over here. I have people sit there and say we worry about baseball. You know what? Baseball, great. It's a great sport. But, the games are 3 hours and 17 minutes, and they should be 3 hours and 14 minutes. I've seen people who sit there and look, I'd be real with you, right? I have people in my life I've seen in the past. You sit there, you'd be like, you're amazing and you're perfect and you're wonderful and I love you. And they sit there and they don't like themselves, so they can't even hear you when you're talking to them. And in their own mind, they're like, oh no, he didn't care about me. He don't care about baseball. He don't like baseball. He did nothing right. We concentrate on what is wrong. We never concentrate on what's right. Baseball is life. We don't take the time to feel grateful for what we got. We take the time for granted that we've lost. Baseball is life. We don't sit there about what could be every single day where it's a new canvas like every game is. We worry about the last game and the canvas we just ripped up. Baseball is life, people. Baseball is life. This isn't new. It's not about baseball. It's about you. About me, it's about all of us, about social media. It's about the world we live in today, where everybody's sitting there on a Monday. Now, look, Mondays have sucked for a long period of time, right? But everybody out there on a Monday, not thinking, how's this week going to be great? They're thinking, great, it's another week. And I feel like a George Carlin skit, but this is what it is. Baseball's life. The parallels are because of the fact that we are just treating baseball the way we treat each other. Baseball, this sport's amazing. No, it's not perfect. There are a lot of things that are wrong with it. There are a lot of things that could be better. There are a lot of things we could fix. There's a lot of things we could fix about ourselves. If you don't think something could be better about yourself, you're wrong. Then you win that 97%. If you don't think that there's something you can make better about this world, then you're in that 97%. And you're lying to yourself. But baseball, no different. Baseball, no worse. None of the sports are perfect. And by the way, they all try to make themselves better. They did that. Remember the glowing puck on NBC way back when in hockey, right? That's terrible. But guess what? They took two-line passing away, and that worked out pretty well. Everybody can do something's good, something's not so good. Every human going to do something's good, something's not so good. It's about being grateful for what you got, taking the time of what you got, not thinking about what you don't. And what you got in this sport and what you got in this season that's to come is beautiful. It's amazing. And it's perfectly imperfect. Just like so many of the people who are listening and watching right now, who've been told time and time again by the people who love them, you're perfectly imperfect, and they just don't get it because everything in their own mind about themselves is not perfect. And they're trying to fix everything else like we trying to fix this game because baseball is life. Make it better, do it better, advance it, but enjoy it. Love it, feel it, live it. Be grateful for it. Baseball's a great sport. It's a beautiful game. Isn't it perfect? It's part of the debates, and the debates are great, and they're wonderful. We should do them, and we continue with them. And we'll continue with them here at Unfiltered. The debates in life about how wonderful it is, yet needing help and needing fixing, and certainly in this world we live in, we should continue to debate too. When you sit there today and you think about that first game that you're going to go to and get those tickets and think about spring training, when you think about in life that person you're going to go call and see who you haven't told that you care or you love them, remember it's about that. It's about that. Baseball is life. Much love to you. Unfiltered as always, brought to you by our good friends at BetOnline.